All right, we got the truck warming up. Let's check these straps. Bronco is on the trailer because today it is going to a shop down in Englewood. Yep, those are tight. That's still tight. It's a nice 10 degrees outside right now. I'm trying to get down to Denver before the traffic gets ridiculous, but the Bronco is getting a lift kit installed. Oh man, we got a little heat in the system. Woo. Truck's high idling. It's gonna be a great day. Driving the Bronco here. This is before the wheeling trip this weekend. Got 55 miles on the suspension, and it's tight. It soaks up bumps like you wouldn't believe, but man, the steering is tight. It's not returning to center, which that should go away. That's a characteristic of new ball joints. I'll flip the camera around here and show you what I mean. All right, so this little bit of a curve here in the road isn't really enough to prove the point, but this upcoming corner here sure will be. And I had this exact same thing happen when I did ball joints in that silver JK that I had, and it'll eventually go away. It's just a little bit annoying right now. So when you turn and you've got the steering wheel turned and you let off of it, it's not completely returning to center. It did pretty good that time. I need a steeper curve. This one right here is not going to be steep enough either. Yeah, it is. So you see it's not returning to center, and I could have driven off the road there if I wouldn't have grabbed the wheel. So that should go away. But man, I flew across cattle guards in this thing like they weren't even there. They had like 3-4 inch drops in them. So very, very impressive. BDS really did a great job dialing in their suspension on these, but you know, that lack of returning to center, you see how I crossed the line there? That lack of returning to center should go away. But this coming weekend, it's currently Thursday. It's the 30th of November, so this coming weekend I'm actually going on a run with Big Thompson Wheelers. We got to go sweep some seasonal trails that they have adopted, and sadly we're shutting gates this weekend, so it's my least favorite thing to do, but you know, it is what it is. The Forest Service closes these roads from about December 1st to you know, after the spring runoff is done, end of May, early June. But for you guys it'll be like 2 seconds. For me it's going to be a couple days, so we will see you in just a second. Forgot to mention how I know that it's the ball joints that are stiff. It wants to return to center, so when you just move the wheel like that, you see how it comes back to center right away. So the reason why it's steering weird through the corners is only because of those tight ball joints. So it wants to come back to center, so it's not like the alignment was done wrong or anything like that. So I forgot to mention that. But now I will see you in like 2 days for me, 1 second for you. All right, it's been 1 second for you and 2 days for me. And we are over here on Pearson Park, and we are about to go through the gate. I'm gonna let the vehicle behind me jump in front, and I'm gonna be tail gunner today. And I will shut that gate, lock it, and then we're gonna go drive this trail and well, air down because it's really slick, and see if there's anybody in here and then kick them out. Oh, she's stiff and cold because it's like 20 degrees outside. Gotta put the camera down. Ah! Hey, there you are. That's not what I meant by put the camera down, but there. We're locked. Time to air down. All right, we're officially on the maiden voyage of the new suspension on the Bronco. So it's very plush. I've got everything set at notch number 2, so it's gonna be a good ride, I think. All right, I'm getting some squeakies. That is annoying. But that is why this is a shakedown run. So it could just be because it's literally like 22 degrees outside and all that metal is cold. But brand spanking new. I wasn't expecting these to squeak right out of the gate like that, but we'll see if that goes away or not. We'll just keep trudging on. The handling on this is hands down better than the OEM stuff. The ride is awesome, and I only have these things set on like click number 2, but yeah, the squeak, God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. So we got to figure that out. That's not gonna stand. Absolutely gorgeous Saturday out here. We're getting ready to drop down the hill at Pearson. So far the shakedown run is great. These things handle so much better than OEM. I'm trying to get this squeak figured out. It sounds like it's the bushing, not the ball, but the bushing's up there. So hopefully that goes away. I think it's just the bushings. They're brand new and super tight, and now the suspension is actually moving, whereas just me driving it around town, it's staying pretty flat. But all this bumps and stuff and me having the sway bar disconnected on the Bronco is allowing that stuff to independently move, and it's squeaking. So onward we go. All right, we got to drop down this steep descent here.
Just keep heading down. It's not as bad as the descent after that.
This doesn't feel too bad. Oh yeah, that's no biggie.
Did you guys make it down that first descent okay?
Oh yeah, no problemo. Now we made it down the hill. We're headed up to where it flooded back in 13 and just blew out the trail. spectacular day. We're protected from the wind down here in the bottom. It's supposed to get super windy later today or tomorrow. No trees down. Don't have to cut anything. I got squeaky suspension, which is very annoying. We'll get to the bottom of that. I'm not too worried. This is the shakedown run. So here's the last like obstacle coming out of Pearson here. Great flex test for the Bronco. I can tell that this thing has more flex than it did in its stock configuration, so that's freaking awesome. Onward we go. Alright, we came over to the north side of Pearson here and just clearing this. There's tire tracks on the ground, but there don't appear to be anybody in here, so maybe they were up here last night or something to that effect. But we're gonna go down to the gate and shut it.
They freaking closed this gate.
That's funny. The gate's already shut. I wonder who did that.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see where they had a hard time yanking it closed. It must have been today.
Okay, I'll grab the key and run up there. All right, there we go. We're through and she's shut. It's my least favorite time of the year, but it's time to go get some lunch. Well, that's it. We're at the car wash. A great break-in run. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why things were squeaking on the suspension. I don't know if that's just because it's cold or it's full of salt and mag chloride from the drive up there, but fantastic first run. Way more suspension travel in the Bronco. I could feel it. And it's just way more compliant over bumps, so I'm really happy with it. But coming up here probably next month, once I get income taxes and stuff paid, I'm gonna look at like a skinny 37 or something to that effect. So should be pretty awesome to get this thing on some bigger tires. But get the mag chloride blasted off of this, go home, and maybe have a brewski or something. Anyway, thanks for riding along. We'll see you next time.